I'm going to review a 2025 fantasy football draft that I did tonight. This is a real draft I did. It's a 10-team half-PPR. This is actually a draft with a bunch of people who used to work for or still work for walterfootball.com. So it used to be 12-team. We had a couple people dropped out late last year, so we cut it to 10, and we just didn't fulfill two more people in. So that's why it's 10. It used to be 12, but look, it's still competitive for the most part. There were some people who made some sketchy picks here, and I will roast them, of course. And look, I'm not immune to this. I was not very happy with this draft I did, and I'll explain why in a bit. But first, please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit walterfootball.com for tons of content. We have fantasy football rankings, sleepers, busts, cheat sheets, anything you need for your fantasy draft, we have at walterfootball.com. We do NFL picks against the spread. We went 9-2-1 against the spread in the preseason, so can't wait for week one. College football picks against the spread coming up too. NFL mock drafts for 2026 and 2027. We grade every signing, we grade every trade, power rankings, etc. Everything's at walterfootball.com, and it's all free. Now, we do have a lot of ads. That's the criticism, but you can get an ad-free experience for a small price each month. I think it's totally worth it because it also comes with some perks too. So all that's at walterfootball.com. So check us out. So I had the 7th pick in this draft, and I said why I didn't like this draft. Well, it was done at 7 p.m., and I have 2 kids under 4. My son's 3.5. My daughter just turned 2. So I did this during their bath time, so I was a little distracted. But I'll point out like what I did wrong, and maybe you can avoid these mistakes. So I'll read off. We'll go round by round. So Saquon Barkley, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Jameer Gibbs, Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry. I took CeeDee Lamb, Christian McCaffrey, Malik Neighbors, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. So this half PPR and full PPR, I could understand St. Brown at 110. Here, I don't really. I think that's a reach. McCaffrey, I wouldn't take in the first 3 rounds. He's just way too injury prone. He has chronic Achilles tendonitis in both feet. And he's 29, has a huge workload, and he's missed 48.5% of the games he could have played since 2021. Just major red flags all over the place. Like, he technically is healthy right now, but from all accounts, he's not doing all that much in practice. So I think that he is someone to avoid. So I took CeeDee Lamb. So my thinking was, well, first of all, I was not used to CeeDee Lamb being available at 107. Like, this is in the draft I did on Sunday, he was taken at 104. And so I thought, hey, CeeDee Lamb 107, I usually don't take him here. So maybe I was kind of like in mock draft mode. I was like, well, let me see what happens here. But my kids are splashing me the entire time. In hindsight, I think I would have taken the guy I took in the 2nd round. And so I could have taken another guy, which I'll show you right now. Starting with here we go. Ashton Genty, Puka Nacua, Brian Thomas Jr. I took Chase Brown. So I think I should have taken Chase Brown at 107. And then I could have taken Bucky Irving. I thought maybe there's a chance that Bucky Irving could have fallen to me, but there's some guys who live in Tampa here. So I probably should have rethought that. Josh Allen at 205 and a 10-teamer just way too early. Don't do that. By the way, this is 2 running back, 2 flex. 2 running back, 2 receiver, 1 flex. Jonathan Taylor, Nico Collins, Brock Bowers, Bucky Irving, or Marion Hampton. These 2 picks kind of hurt me a little bit. I was hoping for them to fall to me, and then there's Kyron Williams. So I hope that Kyron Williams will fall to me, and as you can see, that did not happen. Or Devon Achane too. Josh Jacobs, another one. Josh Jacobs, Devon Achane, Drake London was taking Kyron Williams, AJ Brown, Lad McConkey, T. Higgins, Lamar Jackson, Terry McLaurin, and James Cook. So what happened with my pick here? Kyron Williams got taken, Achane got taken, Jacobs got taken. So those 3 picks hurt, and I think, okay, maybe Drake London and AJ Brown fall to me. They didn't, and then McConkey went, and so I was stuck with Higgins, and I took Higgins and Chase Brown, and so I was like, okay, I do a lot of best ball drafts. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get Joe Burrow. So we'll see if I got him there. No bad picks here in the 3rd round. Seeing Drake London in the 3rd round is a really good value. Ragnarok took him. Ragnarok, by the way, the first time I ever met him, he's like, yeah, the Civil War. Don't call the Civil War the Civil War. It is the War of Northern Aggression. I'm like, okay. Anyway, that's very very random there. But so we go to the 4th round. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Trey McBride, Travion Henderson, and again, I got sniped so bad here by Eric. Who does ad stuff for us. He that really hurt us. I love Travion Henderson. I really was counting on him to fall to me, and now I'm like panicking. I'm like, what do I do at running back? I took Chuba Hubbard here at 404, which in a 404 and a 12-teamer is like about right for Hubbard, maybe a little bit early. A 4-4 and a 10 teamer is pretty painful. And I just didn't know what to do because we start two receivers, so I didn't want to start reaching on receivers, and I already had two receivers, so in Lamb and Higgins. So I'm like, I shouldn't take a receiver. I don't want to take Kittle. The quarterbacks are gone, or for the most part. There's the quarterbacks still there. I'll get some in a second. So I went with Hubbard. I like Hubbard, but you should be able to take him later. This is just me being penalized for just not really concentrating. I really should have taken Henderson at 207. Sorry, 307. I really should have known that he'd be taken in a league where people read my site because they work for the site. So you would think that they read my site and they would know that how much I love Henderson. So of course Eric sniped him. But anyway, move on. George Kittle, Brees Hall, Marvin Hasher Jr., Jane Daniels, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. Not a big fan of Evans and Adams in the fourth round of a 10-teamer, but you could do worse, and you'll see there's gonna be worse. So WF Dev Team, Dennis, who does stuff behind the scenes. So in the fifth round, he took Joe Burrow. He really hurt me here. I was really hoping for Burrow to do that stack, and suddenly all the quarterbacks are gone except for Hurts. And Hurts goes off 2 picks before me, so I'm sniped again. This is like a nightmare here. So I take so we go James Conner, RJ Harvey, Kenneth Walker, Hurts, Pacheco, DeAndre Swift, who I took. I really need another running back, and Swift should be solid. He's not very exciting, but he should be okay. Alvin Kamara, not a fan of him. So take that, Eric. Just kidding. Tony Pollard, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill 5'10" makes me feel fine about him. He usually goes like third round. That's just way too early. So don't reach on Tyreek Hill. He's an older receiver who's lost a step. The offense is terrible. Tua's a walking concussion waiting to happen. A lot of red flags for Hill. But fifth round, you start to get to the area where you can take a chance on him. All right, so we get to the sixth round. And believe me, the sketchy picks are coming. Sam Laporta, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes a little too early. So Jacob, who used to the show, the After Dark show with me, he took Mahomes. And Jacob, I'd love to know why Mahomes in the sixth round. I feel like you could have gotten him a little bit later. Anyway, so Garrett Wilson, Cortland Sutton. I love Sutton this year. If I didn't have two receivers already, I would have taken him. Jameson Williams, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is splitting touches, so I'm not a fan of him. Metcalf, Tyron Tracy, DJ Moore, and Devontae Smith. So we go to the seventh round, and so Dennis, who made a great pick with Burrow, he kind of squandered this one with Kelsey. Kelsey he hasn't done anything in the regular season in 2 years. Just a complete waste of a pick here. So not a fan. Baker Mayfield a little too early as well. Rashi Rice, actually Ragnarok made a good pick here too, because in a 10-teamer, I feel like you can get away with Rice more so than a 12-teamer because the spot's just so much easier to fill. Calvin Ridley, Tedero McMillan, Jordan Mason, Emeka Ibuka. So I took Ibuka here. I was at a point where I'm starting to take the receivers I like. So I love Ibuka. I love Ricky Pearsall. I love Travis Hunter. And I was hoping I would get 2 of them, if not all 3. And I thought that given this is a Tampa-centric league, Ibuka was less likely to linger. So I took him. But I was really hoping for Pearsall. I love Pearsall. So anyway, we'll see if I get him. Pickens, Caleb Johnson, Xavier Worthy. Caleb Johnson's a little worrying that he hasn't taken the job yet, but he could eventually. So we go to the 8th round. Bo Nix, and here we go. Jacob, Chris Boswell. Jacob, come on, man. Zay Flowers, Zach Charbonnet. So I decided at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I can get Pearsall, I can get Hunter, but I'm really hurting at running back. As much as I love those receivers, I really need to make sure I nail some of running backs I like. So I took Charbonnet, one of my favorite mid-round sleepers. I think he's better than Kenneth Walker. Walker's injury prone, and Walker could be traded. This is final year of his contract. Seattle, let's face it, they're not that good of a team. So at the trade deadline, they could deal Walker. And remember, they George Halani as well, who looked good in the preseason. So they have Charbonnet, Halani. Like, why not trade Walker? So Charbonnet could be a league winner down the stretch. I love Charbonnet. Chris Olave, who's a walking concussion waiting to happen. I would not take him here. Sorry, Mike. TJ Hawkinson, Jonnu Smith, there's Ricky Pearsall, Ragnarok, just sniping me left and right. So brutal. And here's another thing I messed up too. Given that I was distracted bathing my kids and dressing them and whatever, and my son's going nuts, splashing me everywhere. I forgot about tight end, and so I love Tyler Warren. I would have taken Warren instead of Charbonnet, even though I had running back difficulties. Warren is going to be such a stud this year, so I was really kicking myself. I believe Andrew won the league 2 years ago. if I'm not mistaken. So he was an intern for us a while ago. He helped out during the Super Bowl and the one in Atlanta between the Patriots and the Rams. So he was helping us out there. He took Tyler Warren. Great pick by Andrew, and then Mark Andrews. So we go to the ninth round. This is a horrible pick by Dennis. Sorry, Dennis. Chris Godwin. I don't think he's going to play till November. I know. Like technically he's cleared to play, but like he's jogging. He's not even jogging on his surgically repaired ankle yet. I think it might be a while. So I would not take Godwin at all. Evan Ingram, Dave Montgomery, Jared Goff, Rome Odunze. And then I love Odunze here, but like Brandon Aubrey, come on, what are we taking kickers for here? So I got Travis Hunter. I was happy to get him. And by the way, this says Lila. That's Lila Garrity from from Friday Night Lights. Is an inside joke. Travis Hunter, one of the two of the, I got him and Ibuka, two of the three receivers I love in the early part of the draft. Once you get past the first few rounds, Travis Etienne, I hate the pick. Etienne's gonna be probably traded or just gonna rot behind Tank Bigsby. And then Niners defense, Addison. I'll say this: defense counts for a ton of points in this league, so I can understand taking one early as opposed to kicker. But I still think too early. I waited until for my defense. 10th round out of 15. So we had Quinshon Judkins, who hasn't signed his contract and could be suspended, but 10th round, I think it's worth the risk at this point. Jalen Waddle, Tucker Kraft, good tight end pick. I took Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Again, I'm hurting at running back, and Merritt is Krosky Merritt is the starting running back in Washington. They did not play him in the preseason finale, which they played Chris Rodriguez, which I think like really spoke volumes. Very bullish signal for JCM there. Bears defense, again, wait on defenses: Dobbins, Kyler Murray, Jalen Warren, Stephon Diggs. I'm worried about Diggs, who usually goes in the 7th round. 10th round's okay, and then Eagles defense. So go to the 11th round, Jerry Jeudy, Broncos defense. Deebo Samuel, great value here in the 11th round for sure. Brian Robinson Jr., who I was eyeing up. I was hoping he'd fall to me because apparently he's the RB2 in San Francisco. I don't fully trust Kyle Shanahan to tell the truth about anything, but he did say that he liked Robinson. So if and when McCaffrey goes down, it sounds like it's gonna be Robinson instead of Garendo, which I think is a mistake. I think Garendo's a more talented player. Steelers defense: Justin Fields, Braylon Allen. I love Braylon Allen, one of my favorite round 10-ish guys. He is sharing the workload with Breece Hall right now. He looks better, and Breece Hall could be traded too. Again, another contract year guy. Jets are not good. They have Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis. So like, why not trade Hall? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you're going to give Hall a big contract when you have those two other guys, and he has a torn ACL in his past, other injuries. I just think, and plus the coaching staff loves Braylon Allen too. So like, why not? Here's Javonte Williams. I feel like a waste here. Joe Mixon's gonna be out for a while, so Jacob should do better than that. I think that Mixon. I heard an opinion that Mixon's not gonna play all year. So just be careful. Like, be like, instead of thinking like, oh, I got a great value here, just try to envision him just not playing at all. And then Keon Coleman. 12th round, we have David Njoku, Khalil Shakir, Colson Loveland, Drake May. I love the Drake May value. Again, if you wait on quarterback, target Drake May like around 10, 11, 12. I think he's going to have a great year. Cam Scatabo, Dak Prescott, Najee Harris, who has depth perception issues. I will not draft him. Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, fantastic value here in the 12th round. And then Rashid Shaheed, I like him too. Keandre Lambert Smith, I like the value for Dennis here. Ravens defense. I think this is Andrew's second defense, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's don't draft two defenses. Harrison Butker, Texans defense, Chiefs defense. Juwan Jennings, who could be placed in IR, so watch out for that. Jake Ferguson, Dylan Sampson, Jacoby Myers, Ramondre Stevenson. And so I believe we have we have 2 rounds left. So this is round 14. Cameron Dicker, Austin Eckler. There's no upside with Eckler. They'll take him. Vikings defense, Cardinals defense. I took the Cardinals defense because they played the Saints in week 1. I love playing matchups with my defenses, and I'm going to be targeting the Saints quarterbacks a lot this year. Brandon Ayuk, who's not going to play till November. There's no IR spot in this league. If you have an IR spot in your league, you can take Ayuk. That's fine. If you don't have an IR spot, just avoid Ayuk. He's not going to play for a while. Tank Bigsby, great value here for Reggie. here in the 14th round. Nick Chubb, we have Lions defense, Bills defense, Torrey Horton, good sleeper here for Dennis. Who's Dennis is yeah, outside of a couple of picks, I feel like he's had a good draft. Just avoid some of those picks he made, but like he drafted good sleepers here at the end. And then he took his kicker. Everyone takes their kicker here. Trey Benson. It's interesting. I took my kicker as Will Lutz because he plays in altitude. So that is it for this draft. So let me know what you would have done differently. I personally would have done stuff differently. As I said, not too happy with this draft, but again, I was distracted with bathing my two kids who were splashing water all over the place. I'm always drenched after their bath. It's so annoying just having to change, but like they just have too much fun in the bathtub. So it's like whatever. Anyway, that is it. Please hit like, subscribe, comment below. Visit walterfootball.com for tons of content. And again, please let me know how you would have done things differently and what other picks stood out. So I will be back tomorrow night with another video, and I'll